This is Benjamin Stevens and Tyler Rieger with the Stony Brook Newsbreak with the latest news.
2 men are now charged with murder in the deadly shooting at the Kansas City Super Bowl celebration. According to the Missouri prosecutors, the 2 adults behind the shooting last week are now identified as 23-year-old Dominic Miller and 18-year-old Lindell Mays. These 2 individuals are charged with second-degree murder and other felonies regarding the death of 43-year-old local radio DJ Lisa Lopez Galvin and the shooting of more than a dozen outside the Union Station during the Chiefs Super Bowl parade last week. According to the document released, the shooters were strangers who pulled out their guns and began firing within seconds of an argument breaking out. According to the Jackson County prosecutor, both men were shot at the scene and have since been hospitalized. They are currently being guarded by police and are each being held on a $1 million bond.
The Biden administration will announce a major sanction package against Russia on Friday. The White House National Security spokesperson John Kirby said on Tuesday that the new sanctions will hold President Vladimir Putin accountable for the death of Russian opposition leader Alexei Navalny and for his actions over the course of the 2-year war on Ukraine. President Biden told reporters that he is not sure if Navalny's death will persuade House Republicans to act on a Senate-passed bill that includes billions in aid for Ukraine. President Biden even said that he's willing to meet with GOP House Speaker Mike Johnson to discuss Ukraine aid. Johnson spent President's Day in Florida meeting with former President Donald Trump, who has openly opposed a bipartisan Senate bill that included funding for Ukraine and border security. Yesterday, Trump broke his silence on Navalny, writing on social media, "The sudden death of Alexei Navalny has made me more and more aware of what is happening in our country, with no mention of Putin."
In a shining moment for the WNBA, New York Liberty star Sabrina Ionescu faced off against future NBA Hall of Famer Steph Curry in a 3-point shooting competition. The 73rd annual All-Star Weekend took place in Indianapolis as the 2 sharpshooters went head-to-head in the first ever NBA versus WNBA 3-point contest. Curry, arguably the greatest shooter in NBA history, posed a formidable threat to Ionescu. Despite the challenge, Sabrina would go on to score 26 points to Curry's 29, making her case that she can hang with the best in the world, regardless of gender. Sabrina backed up her amazing night by stating, "If you can shoot, you can shoot. It doesn't matter if you are a boy or a girl. This message will surely inspire the next generation of women athletes, which will have a positive impact for the game of basketball."
Researchers in the UK are now using artificial intelligence to find cardiovascular disease earlier and when it's easier to treat. Researchers at the University of East London are training AI to recognize the way the heart beats in minute detail to detect changes in the shape of the cells better than a doctor. Heart diseases are the #1 leading cause of death in both men and women, killing 1 in 6 people in the US and worldwide. The researchers are using AI, hoping to accelerate the diagnosis and treatment and prevention of age-related heart disease and stopping it from being the leading cause of death in the world.
This has been Tyler Rieger and Benjamin Stevens with the Stony Brook Newsbreak.